6, extension 10. Book your thing right now.
Have you ever tried to recreate that live go-go sound in the studio? It's kind of hard to get that go-go swing and raw crank drive without a real drummer, right? But we have the solution for you at GoGoLoops.com. If you're a music producer and you're looking to produce authentic sounding go-go tracks, GoGo Loops is what you need. We offer a variety of drum kits and beat loop packs that can give you a solid foundation for your funky go-go style beats. High quality live and studio recorded pocket and socket beat loops, bounce beat loops, and guitar and bass samples will get your track sounding like the real deal. Our drum kits include a variety of real drum kicks, snares, congas, cowbells, jam blocks, timbales, rototons, crashes, and even more. We also have individual drum beat loops and Congo beat loops that can be used as play-along tracks for learning and practice purposes. These are the most exclusive drum samples on the planet. Since go-go is an art form born and bred in the DMV, there aren't any other places you can find this unique sound. We have affordable pricing and different types of products that can fit in anyone's budget. Sign up to the GoGo Loop at GoGoLoops.com and get free samples and discount codes. If you want your music to stand out in the crowd, you need samples from GoGoLoops.com. Our music, our culture, our way. Visit GoGoLoops.com today and always keep it cranking.
What's up, family? This is Reverend Tony Lee, the pastor of Community of Hope AME Church, lower level of the Iverson Mall, and I want to welcome you and tell you to come and join me, Community of Hope, each and every Sunday morning, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 noon. That's right, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 noon, lower level of the Iverson Mall. We say it every Sunday that we're the Community of Hope, where everybody has a chance, and we don't care who you are, what you've done, who you did it with. Don't care if you did it last night, woke up doing it this morning, but when you get to church, you're in the right place at the right time to become all that God has called you to become. Don't you worry about getting out your best suit. You come as you are, because God loves you just as you are. That's Community of Hope AME Church, lower level of the Iverson Mall. And did I tell you we get that crank? You need to get some further information or to watch us streaming online. www.hiphopenation.com. www.hiphopenation.com. This your man Reverend Tony Lee's in them. All right, I'll holler and I'll see you there.
All right, we right back with you right here on the GoWIN Radio Show, right here on GoGo Radio Live, WinDC Radio, all wrapped up in GoWIN.media, and our special guest is in the building. And if you tuned in right now to the WinDC Radio Facebook page, you can see this beautiful face right here. And the great thing about this queen right here is that when people come through her facility, her job is to put a beautiful face on them as well. And that's just far as feeling good about themselves, because when your hand and your feet are feeling good, as well as your hair, of course, your spirit is always up, you know. And so I'm really proud to bring in our special guest, Miss London Ward of SNOB Nails.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me.
No, man, it's really our pleasure to have you in here. And I'm really curious to talk to you because when you first came in the shops at Iverson, and for those of you who don't know, when you come into the lower level of the shops at Iverson, when you come through the garage entrance there, when you first walk in, she is right after, what they do, cleanings or something like that?
The cleaners, yes.
Yeah, the cleaners. Right after the cleaners, she's on your left-hand side when you come in, and she is not only a nail shop, but she's also what you would call a nail school as well, right? So
basically I offer classes and basically teach girls how to go about becoming licensed nail techs. So yes.
Well, you said girls. I've seen some gentlemen in there as well.
Some guys.
Yeah. So, you think I ain't been peeping your game. Yeah, I see you up in there. I said, okay, hold up. There's a couple dudes up in here doing their thing too. All right. So, and it's funny, saying that because my wife, she was like, why don't you just do my nails for me? I'm like, I ain't gonna do your nails. Ain't no dude don't do no woman's nails. Right. But, thinking about it, and as you get older, you would like to think you get wiser. And, women like those type of things, right. Baby, do my feet for me, those type of things, So, I got that little part off of me trying to be all macho and everything. So, yeah. So it's you and your mate. Mm-hmm. It should be no limits.
Right.
So But back to you. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Miss London Ward. Are you from the D.C. metropolitan area?
I am a Northeast baby.
Oh,
okay?
yeah. What part of Northeast?
I'm 21st and E. Yes.
21st and E.
Born and raised 21st and E. So if you don't know where that at, for everybody tuned in, don't know where that's at, that's right off of Benning Road. So if you know where like Moons, if you know where Langston, if you know where Vietnam, that's like you're a real you're not Southeast, you're a real Northeast baby if you come and know where North Vietnam is. But yes, that's where I'm from.
Grew up 21st and
yes.
21st and H.
No,
me.
E.
No, me.
Oh, wow.
2108 H Street, Northeast.
Wow.
Right there
Got
behind
Spin
Spin Gone.
I know this is so random. But what you call it? My grandfather used to have a salt and pepper bush. They called him Mike. We called him Papa. Do you know who that is?
Do I know him personally?
Yeah.
No.
No. Oh, okay.
No. But it's crazy because wow, that is really interesting.
Yes.
Well, we got a lot to talk about.
Okay.
So okay, so so I take it you went to Brown.
No, I didn't. So my mom made sure that I went to PG schools because
Really?
About DC education. I did go to Blow though. Okay, I went to Blow, and then from Blow I transitioned to PG County schools.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it's funny because I got put out of DC public schools as well. My freshman year, ended up going to Montgomery County.
Okay.
With my father, he was over there. And so I ended up, graduating Montgomery County schools at Kennedy. So I can dig it.
Okay.
I can dig it, So, but I was a troublemaker. So I don't foresee you as being that.
No, I wasn't a troublemaker. I was a good girl, you know. So yeah.
That's what's up. Wow. Yeah, that's right. For those you don't know, yes, it was called Vietnam back in the day over there.
Right. That's it. You a real
you know why they called it Vietnam.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
They used to have police, the little mini stations up on the roof. It was wild back in the day. So, but that's a testament
to show you if I can make it out of there,
right?
You can make it too.
That's right. That's right. And that's what's great about what you do because, well, let's stay where we was at. So you came out. What year you come out of school?
2006. I graduated Flowers. So I'm a Jaguar.
Okay, all right. I wish our co-hostess was here, Miss Ladyboy. She got a crew that went over the Flowers.
Okay.
So you came out at 2006. Mm-hmm. So you ended up, from what I read, is you were a nurse.
Yes, I used to be a nurse.
What type of nurse?
So it's different. Let me say this: it's different levels to nursing. So when I first started out, I started out as an LPN, then I got my RN, now NP. So right now, I am considered a nurse practitioner.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you deal with any particular type of patients?
So my specialty actually is the OR. So like med surg,
really?
rehab, and stuff like that.
Oh, you heavy.
Yes, that's my specialty. I used to want to be a surgeon, but
wow.
I mean finances, financial aid, all that stuff or whatever. I was like, 8 years of residency, not getting paid. I don't know if I want to do all that. But that was like my goal, my love. And then kind of along the way, I was like, all right, well, I'll stay in this nursing thing, and then became a nail tech. Yeah.
Well, you didn't just become a nail tech. Come on now. It had to be some type of transitioning period for all of that. So talk to us. I mean, how long were you just working as a nurse?
Okay, so I've been licensed as a nurse now. My oldest is 9, so 9 years I've been licensed as a nurse.
So you still are there?
Yes, I still am. Yes,
okay.
I just don't practice anymore. I still do mission work. I still do consulting. I still do contract, but I'm not a day-to-day in and out of the actual hospitals and clinics anymore.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So obviously because now you're an entrepreneur.
Correct. Yes.
And so what we talk about it all the time here on this show is you just don't wake up and say I want to be an entrepreneur.
No.
But it also takes a special. Well, sometimes you might. You know what? I'm tired of working for so and so.
Yes, that's what I say. Let me say this, okay? So I come from an entrepreneurial family, all right?
Okay.
My mom and dad started one of the first black-owned life insurance companies, and so growing up, I always seen my parents be very involved in their life. I always seen my parents be around. I always seen my parents have money, but not really know what they did, if that made any sense. Like, if I wanted to go here, we could go. If I wanted this, I could have this. But I never seen them get up and go to no job type situation. And so entrepreneurship is what is taught in my family, is what's born and bred between me, my sister, my mom, my dad, all of those things. So I was like, all right, I want to be an entrepreneur when I grow up. But never know. Well, I never know. Let me take that back. I didn't say entrepreneur. I always said I wanted to retire by 30. So if anybody knows me, I used to always say 30 because back when you're young, this is like my pivotal moment. I never forget when my mom was signing me up for kindergarten, right? And they was like, oh, well, you graduate at 16 or 17, depending on your age, right? Because I started school early. And in my head, I'm like, 16? I'm going to make it to see 16? Mind you, simply because the atmosphere I grew up in, the environment, we don't live to see 16, okay? But I'm like, that's long, you know? So I'm like, all right, if I make it to 16, at 30, I'm retiring, you know? Like at 5 years old, this is what I'm telling myself. And so here we are, we fast forward, and I was able to retire from my nursing career at 24, pick up entrepreneurship, and I just had my 30th birthday in December, and literally I have created a path for myself that if I never got out of bed, I still have residual income.
There it is. There it is. So, but you had some type of, or you formulated a plan, or it had to be a point, like it had to be a turning point.
So how did I get into entrepreneurship?
Well, wait a minute.
Okay.
You was nursing.
Yes.
And from what I read is that you took your savings and said, you know what, I'm gonna try to get into this real heavy.
Not quite. So
Okay.
let me backtrack some. All right. So how did I get into taking the journey of entrepreneurship? All right. Because
Okay.
at 30, I said I was gonna retire, but how did I actually get into setting up the path?
Right.
So my child's father ended up suffering from traumatic brain injury, and my youngest daughter ended up being born disabled, all within the same 9 months of each other.
Wow.
And so where I was on this, hiatus, I was young, I was doing great, we had a great thing going. Literally within 24 hours, my life changed. And so I was trying to figure out what it was that I could do that would create some type of stability of an income where I wouldn't have to always be at the clinic or always at the hospital, and I could literally, because I had a 2-year-old as well.
Right.
So I could, one, be a mom to my 2-year-old, I could go to the hospital and keep my youngest daughter alive, I could go to the hospital, keep my child's father alive, something that created some type of financial freedom and workout freedom. And so at the time, I didn't know it was going to be nails. I literally just made a list. I was like, I'm going to be not a doctor. I'm going to be a daycare provider. I'm going to, sell this, make anything under the sun. I have tried it all right? However, when I got to...
That's that DC hustle.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
When I got to the nail tech thing, I said, you know what? It's recession proof. I was looking for something that was definitely recession proof. And I said, girls like getting their nails done.
Right.
At the time, I thought you could do
Nail and
cheap.
hair.
Exactly.
Nail
At the
and
time,
hair.
I figured, it would be the cheapest route to open up a salon, to be an owner. I didn't think you had to have like a bunch of licensing, all those things, right? And I was looking for whatever was the easiest, quickest, richest way. And so from that, I said, I'm going to open up a nail salon. And when I first started, I literally took my last 2 paychecks in my savings, and that's how I got to do the salon. And my plan, I had a plan A, B, and C. Was if everything failed, I could always be a nurse, all right? But then my plan D was I'm going to buy my building, because if I buy my building and everything goes belly up, I can sell my building and then have everything, come back and recoup, right?
Right.
So make a long story short, I go forward, I open up my salon, everything is doing great, everything is doing well, but at the time, I'm still not doing nails. I'm just owning my salon, all right? And at the time, I don't even know about the boy. I'm that unknowledgeable. However, I'm out here running literally one of DC's best nail salons.
So you was basically renting out people, or renting out areas where people can come in and do what they do.
So basically, it was booth rent, and then basically I was like, I guess their landlord, and they would come in, have their space, work, pay me my booth rent, and that's how I was able to have my financial freedom and my work freedom. You know?
Right. Okay. Well, that's. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, it's basically the same type of deal, as far as like a barbershop,
Yes,
or beauty salon.
yes.
So and you're right, because in this. What's great about what you're doing is I have an issue with, and as nice as they may be, with Vietnamese or Koreans or whoever, coming in our neighborhood, setting up camp, putting in businesses where they are profiting off our community, and yet they living somewhere else.
Alexandria, Old Town.
So they taking the money.
Ridge,
Now I'm not mad at somebody coming in and setting up, because if we allow it and if we're spending money with them, that's on us.
Exactly. We keeping them in business.
So that's on us, because if we don't go there, then they wouldn't be setting up shop.
Exactly.
But my problem is they don't want to reinvest back into what's there. And so they taking that money, putting it where they at. So that's tax money that's going out of the city. So that's my little issue with it. So what's beautiful about what you're doing is Hungry. What was your first salon at?
Off of Rhode Island Avenue. Yeah, so over off of Rhode Island Road. It was right there inside of Rhode Island Road, next to Carolina Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
that was the first one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, and when was that?
What year is this? This 2019.
Right.
So 3 years ago, 19, 18, 2016. Yes.
Okay. Well, this is the beginning of 19, so it might have been 15.
It was March. Let me think back. My daughter. So March 2015. Yes.
Okay. There it
Yes.
is. So it's 4 years then.
So 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is
so.
March.
2000,
Yeah.
2000.
You getting ready to come up on a 5-year anniversary.
I guess so. Okay.
Yeah, next year you got to start planning for your 5-year anniversary party.
God, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what we
I
here
guess
for.
My daughter will be 6 in fact. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So, well, I'll tell you what. We're going to go to a quick music break. Since you from D.C., I know you already know what's good with Go-Go.
Okay.
All right. Do you have a favorite song?
Let's see.
Or band?
Favorite band, a couple. Favorite song, of course, I'm a youngin', so Sexy Lady, you know, that's my song.
Okay.
Let's see, what else? How can I put this? Who do I know are the go-go artists? No. If I hear the song, yes, I know. A DC native, I'm sorry. However, but I don't really know the bands, but I do know the songs if I hear them, if that makes any sense.
Okay. So who's the artist you're thinking of?
Let's see. Actually, no. We can do this, okay? Do You Believe in Miracles by Mumbo Sauce? That's my song.
What?
Okay? That's my song.
Wow.
That is my song.
That is
Miracles by Mumbo
crazy.
Sauce. That's my song. I love that song.
The reason why that's crazy to me because we've had a lot of guests come through these doors. Not one person has said that.
What?
Yeah, I mean, we just had a Black Boo up here not too long ago. He was promoting him and his wife. They just did a play.
Okay.
And that's probably the only time we really played that because, you know, I always ask the guests, you know, what do you like?
Right,
you know,
right.
And so, wow. And this is a classic, too.
That's my song.
Yeah, this is a classic. So, hold up. Where is it at? I know we got it. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to play your first favorite right here, right now. You tune in right now to the GoWIN radio show right here on GoGo Radio Live, WinDC Radio, all wrapped up in GoWIN.media. And we have Miss London Ward here from SNOB Nails, and she's got a hell of a story, man. Hey, she's DC born and bred, y'all. Support.
Ladies, we got something special for y'all tonight, you know what I'm saying? I think y'all gonna enjoy this one right here. You know what I'm saying? Roll with it, yeah. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna keep fronting tonight, or y'all gonna get on in. You know what I'm saying? Up and up in here tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, true.
Sexy lady,
What?
give me your number, girl.
Hey, Susie Wong, you roll with it. Come on.
Sexy lady, I wanna rock your world.
Let's go, Trey.
Sexy lady,
Hey, Ron C.
give me your number, girl.
Come on, girl.
Sexy lady,
Shiggity bells. Hey, Ron.
I wanna rock your world.
We gotta do this one for my man Ron. Let's go, Ron. I wanna
Hook up with you on Saturday.
Saturday.
You up on Saturday. We can go catch a
Hey,
Saturday.
Urban Legends.
I'ma come with you on Saturday. Pick you up on Saturday. Maybe you can give me some pussy. Hey.
Damn, girl, you sexy as you wanna be. That mean walk, the classy as you wanna be. That mean talk, the sassy as you wanna be. See, I'm confronting you, so you ain't gotta front on me. Girl, come with me, keep me company. You a couple drink, alright, we can fun and free. She said, okay, she dig a pimp and a thug in me. Next thing you know, she pants rubbing me. Sexy lady, sex me, baby. Put head on the shoulder, cause her sex is crazy. But I ain't in love like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Even though I treated her bar drinks and an entree. Take her to the room and tease her with some foreplay. Now lady calling me up when she horny. It's obvious them in the club, man, she on me. But I ain't Bobby B, but she can be my tenderoni.
Sexy lady,
Street thinkers,
give me your number, girl.
you better roll with it.
Sexy lady,
They wanna roll.
incapable of stopping you. It's your pride. It's your pride. Yeah.
It's your ego, it's your effort, it's your drive to make it work. It's persistence, it's precision, it's desire to be first. But that's your honor, it's your thirst. But let the milk get what it's worth. I see the light, I see the light, I see the light. Do you believe in
Shout out to my main man Black Boo and the whole Mumble Sauce family. My main man Kyrie Pratt. He's down in Atlanta, but he'll be back up here real soon because they got the Northeast Groovers reunion coming. I wouldn't even call it a reunion. Them just playing together, because when you talk about a reunion, that means to me all the band members will be back together, which is not the case from what I understand. So, but we'll see. But right now we are sitting with come to find out, my homie for real. My homie for real. Well, we gotta have lunch and rap. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. And we talk about Miss London Ward right here, from owner and proprietor of SNOB Nails. Not only a nail salon, but also a nail school. Located right here on the lower level of the shops at Iverson. I'm gonna tell you, I think you said something. Well, we talked about a little bit off air. Is that I'm impressed with the fact that when you come in there, it's well lit. It's a good vibe when you come in there. You got the little pink popping and the white, right. The glowing. It's got a little
character.
Well, yeah, character. I was gonna say a little royal feeling the way
Yes.
you got it set up, you know. And so, so tell me, with our last guest that we had here, the young lady who has not young lady, but from Sterling Optical,
Okay.
Miss Lolita, she talked about customer service, and one thing that we are not necessarily well known for.
Right.
Not saying that we don't do it, but we're not known too much for is treating each other well. You know, especially when somebody's spending their money with you.
Right.
I can't think of how many times that I've came in and somebody's been behind the register with an attitude.
Right. That's
you
true.
know, of my own color, and looking at me like I owe them something.
Right.
You know, and I've come to spend my money with them. So, which is big, and my co-hostess, Miss Lady, will always say, you know, if I'm going to spend my money, the customer service better be there. Tell me, what got you into the customer service game? Because it takes a special character to want to deal in customer service.
Well, let me say this. How can I put this? All right. And this is, whew, all right. So let me say this. I know that my personality, and the way that I operate is not for everybody. All right. So I know that up front. However, I do believe in great customer service, and what I feel like makes a great, I don't know, not employee, but the person that gives customer service, whatever that is, okay? What I feel like, what makes that is from the jump. So if I walk into a store and someone doesn't speak, I automatically walk out, because clearly you didn't even care that I came into your store, whatever it was, to service you. So I always 100% just roll out. Now, if I walk into a store or a salon or whatever, and clearly I see that it's busy, and people are engaging with their techs or their barbers or whatever it is, and I know that you cannot stop right then and there and say something, right? Because many salons are set up different. Some have hosts, some don't have hosts. Some have receptionists, some don't. So it just depends on how that owner has chose to set up their actual salon, all right? Me, I try to greet and speak to every single person that walks into my store, into my salon, because I definitely believe in making it a welcoming environment, right? However, I believe that in my field, a lot of people don't understand the backgrounds and the ideology of actual nail techs, their personality, and why they get into what it is they do, all right? So let me kind of break it down a little bit. As a normal consumer that goes into a salon, right, they're used to going to Asian-owned, Vietnamese-owned, all of those, right? And so they're used to having the run-of-the-mill, 1, 2, 3, in, out, $20, $30, boom, whatever, the person not really caring or putting no attention to your nails, and then treating you like, BS, right? Or they're used to walking in and they don't speak the English that you speak, so you sitting there, you gotta tell them you want this done, tell them you want that done, all these different things, right? But at the end of it, either you're happy with your service because you all have laughed and smiled and giggled through, all right? Now, think about this. The number one thing that people fail to realize is when you walk into a black-owned establishment, we speak the same language as you, all right? So being as though we speak the same language as you, some people's dialect might be different, somebody's tone might be different, somebody's attitude might be different. You should understand culturally, all right, that we are always on guard, all right? Now, just because we're always on guard does not mean that we have to project that off to whoever the consumer is. I definitely believe in that. But where most people fail to realize is most nail techs are artists. They're creative. They are, already in the now. They're already in La La Land, probably, doing XYZ, colored hair. They want to be artistic, all of those things, right? So the structure that you all are looking for when you walk into a hair salon or a barber salon or a nail salon, you're not going to find in a black-owned environment, because we're trying to be a creative space. We're not trying to be a 1, 2, 3 operation, which is why most people get into entrepreneurship. So from that standpoint, I said all that to say, okay, when it comes to the customer service aspect, I operate by appointment only. And the reason I operate by appointment only is simply because I'm able to create my boundaries, set my boundaries, and know my vibes for each and every individual client. Not only that, I don't want to rush my clients, okay? I don't want to have 10 clients sit and wait for me. Next, off of walk-ins. No, I want to take my 1 to 2 hours, really do out your nails, make sure your shaping is right, do all those great things. And I don't want anybody to interrupt this personal space that we have created within those 1 to 2 hours. So most people, when they walk into, you know, a nail salon, hair salon, they expect for everything to stop and, oh, honey, can I help you? No, excuse my language, but if I'm offending nobody, I'm not trying to offend y'all. But, you know, honey, can I help you? Okay, pick your color up, go. No, when my customer comes, it's hi, how are you doing? Okay, you know, come on, I'm not having you wait in, none of those things. I'm ready for you at that time. We go, I do your nails, we laugh, we joke, we have fun. So customer service, I know that it's big to provide a great atmosphere, you know. Now, you also have clients or you also have walk-ins that come in, and again, they're used to the Asian run of the mill. And so when we're speaking English and we're having, you know, sidebar conversations that they do all the time at other Asian-owned salons as well, the only difference is you don't know what they're saying. So when you hear another girl talk about, you know, a problem she got going on with her boyfriend or something that their kids did, now you feel as though, oh, that's not appropriate conversation to have at work. You don't know what them Asian people are saying. They could be saying they done did XYZ with their husband last night. Everybody laughing, but you don't know what they're saying, right? So people automatically always want to say, oh, black-owned business is this, black-owned business is that.
Or ghetto.
Have you checked yourself to realize you are a reflection of XYZ when it comes to your husband, your wife, your child, your grandmother, your aunt? They all operate the same. The only difference is when you go into an Asian salon, y'all don't speak the same language.
Well, I'm glad you said you had that type of description of far as situations, you know, as far as different environments that you may be in. But when you said appointment only, how long have you been doing that from the beginning?
Yes, I have operated by appointment only since the day I've opened. Yes.
Wow. And what's crazy about that, and some people might think that's extreme, but you know what? When you go in Hollywood and those type of Vegas, that's how they run it. That's how they run it. And it gives you a personalized service that makes you don't mind spending your money.
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't mind spending your money. So I'm so glad to hear you say that. So I asked you about, well, I didn't ask you, but I brought to the point that you had some male technicians as well. How often do males actually come in and get their nails done with you?
Now, this is a kicker, right? So with me and the service that I do, I only do 4 sets. So the men that are coming to me are normally, you know, gay. They're normally gay or bisexual because they come in because they like their nails, or either they dress like drag because they're a performer, or transgender or something like that. So I don't do a lot of just straight male nails. Now, I do have some men that walk in and like, oh, can you do manicure or whatever? And of course, I'm booked with whoever, you know, I'm dealing with, but my salon staff would definitely, you know, take care of them. But it's not, how can I put this? It's not more of a cliche than what people actually think that it is. You know, a lot of men are really into keeping their hands nice, because us as women, when we see your hands, be like, oh my God, babe, get your nails done. Oh my God, babe, you know, like I'm big. Oh my God, I can't stand dirty hands, right? But at the same time, I understand men, they work. You know, you're supposed to have rough hands and all this other stuff that make you a hard-working man. Okay, whatever. But still, can you wash them? Can you make them look nice?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Where the lotion at, Slim?
Exactly, right? Exactly. So, I mean, it's very much so. Men do come. Like, we probably get about 3 male requests a day for men to get their nails done. Yes.
Okay, so my thing is manicure, pedicure.
Yes.
You know, just like you said, just keep your hands done.
Yes.
You know, looking well. I don't need all the gloss and all of that. I want to keep it masculine, much as possible. Is that available as well there?
Yes, it definitely is. Well, we just recently took the pedicure stations out because
I did see that you were selling that, right?
Yes.
So you already sold it.
So I have one more available. The other one's gone. But yes.
Okay.
Yes. But the reason that I chose to take pedicure out is because, again, a cliche. Most black people don't do feet, and it's crazy to think, but yeah, it's crazy, right?
Why is that? Because we don't like touching other people's feet? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I had a bad experience in school, and I was like, this just ain't gonna work for me. No, thank you, right? But
you can't get away with that. What was the experience? I ain't gonna let you slide like that.
All I'm saying is,
what happened, girl?
Somebody walked in and requested a pedicure, and their feet didn't smell too fresh. And, you know, it wasn't too good. Put the feet in the water, came back, and the water was, you know, a little bit, you know, turned to a different color, and some things floating around. And I was just like, it just ain't gonna happen, you know.
Y'all don't wear gloves?
Yes, you still.
Okay, all right. You
You
basically wanted to throw up.
Exactly. You still don't want to clean it up. So imagine a stranger, you know. So after that, I just was like, but there are some great black black nail techs that do pedicure. And the crazy part is, you'll notice most men that are black that do pedicures are very, very good at it because they pay attention to the detail of the woman's foot. I guess I don't know if they like it or not, but it's very astonishing to see a black male nail tech when they do pedicures. They do them better than nails.
Wow, that's real interesting to hear right there. But no, I can dig it because, especially if I'm a male and I'm doing a woman's feet,
exactly.
You know, you're going to get into it because for whatever, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a wild story.
Okay.
And this is a true story.
Okay.
I was stationed, I was in the military, Air Force, and I was stationed in Japan.
Okay.
And so when I was there, you know, we freaking the Japanese ladies, you know, a lot. We went to a lot of clubs. So this one particular event, Guy came to town.
Okay.
Guy, you know,
The
Jam.
music,
Yeah, you know, so I got, no, that's R. Kelly. But anyway,
Oh my God.
yeah, which was a takeoff for Guy.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
the PA, was it public announcement? That was a takeoff for Guy. But anyway, so you got Damien, Aaron, and Teddy Riley.
Okay.
That's the three members of the band. Well, it was Damien. Damien, well, at the end of the show, my homie, I was a cook. And we had, you know, we had Japanese girlfriends at the time. So his girlfriend, her sister was invited to go up, you know, to the guys' dressing room with Damien.
Okay.
And so she went up there, and so she expected, you know, to be, you know, asked to, you know, have sexual favors.
Right.
And so his thing was, nah, I want you.
Do my feet.
He had a foot fetish. He was into his
Oh,
feet being.
no.
He wanted his toes sucked and all,
Oh,
and that's how he got off.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how he got. And she had no reason to lie. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you will not find that, you know, over there like that. They're not like us. We got to embellish everything. Nah, they tell it. They straight as an arrow.
Okay.
And so I was like, and she was a beautiful Japanese girl, beautiful. You know, Chieko, which is her sister, who I knew personally, beautiful girl, but her sister was smoking. You know, and I'm like, yo, this is what you want.
Oh my
He was
God,
in-
that is like, oh God, that's
he was like really, and she said his feet was well kept and all of that, you know, but that's how, you know, he
Right.
didn't
That
want
was
no
his thing.
sex.
That was wow.
Yeah, he wanted his feet sucked on and played with, and
Oh my God, I would
Yeah.
have I would have ain't no way in the world.
was wild though. He just got off the stage.
Fingers first, they been sweating and oh
You
my
know,
God,
and you know he
no.
dancing.
Yeah.
You know, God, they had their steps and
Yeah,
all of that.
yeah.
Oh yeah. So anyway, I done got off into something real crazy. You know, you can tell you from the neighborhood. I'm feeling real comfortable. So, so yeah. So I'm glad, you know, you really emphasize the personalized customer service because that end of that spectrum seems to be kind of lost in our neighborhoods, you know, because
But also this, okay, let me make this point as well.
Uh-huh.
They say that black businesses are known for bad customer service, right? But is it because you already come in with the perception that you're going to receive bad customer service, so you already give off that air? Or is it that you really are getting bad customer service and you yourself can't bring the conversation back around or the experience back around? Like, I'm very good at redirecting, right? If I literally rarely argue with people, rarely fuss with people because I'm very good at, you having a bad day, let me make you laugh, let's make this.
Right,
Even
right.
if I walk into a place, somebody's thinking, I'm like, damn, you upset, but okay, can you help me? You know, just
Right.
trying to switch it around. So the question is, are you already tight because you think supporting a black business already, or are you really going in expecting a great experience and then are disappointed because you didn't get it? I believe, you know, you got to look at everything two different ways. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you absolutely right. Absolutely right. Because at the end of the day, what you came in there for, you should have a goal.
Right.
You know, you're going in there, and what you experience along with that should be whether you come back or not.
Exactly.
You know, now, like, for instance, I went into, I don't mind telling this story.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Just do this. If you're going to bash somebody, don't name drop, okay?
No, I don't remember her name anyway. Well, actually, her name is, what's the name?
No, don't. You can't do that.
Yes.
No, I got checks to lose.
Look, I understand you're about to open up a new operation in Mount Rainier. Am I correct?
Yes.
Well, this store is in Mount Rainier.
Okay.
Black owned.
Okay.
And I went there for Kwanzaa.
Okay.
And I can't say her name on my own show.
That's wrong.
On my own show.
But it's wrong.
I already posted it on Facebook. I let it be known.
Oh my God, no!
No, I was mad.
So did you try reaching out to this person and telling this person, or you just went?
Let me tell you the story.
Today's latest news.
No, let me tell you the story.
Okay, go ahead.
The year before, I went for Kwanzaa products.
Okay.
Right. My daughter, you know, me and my wife, we decided we're gonna make sure that we celebrate Kwanzaa every year as well as Christmas.
Okay.
All right. So because Kwanzaa has some good factors with it, you know, family togetherness, 7 straight days, we gotta do things together,
right.
That type of thing. So so I went there, and it's basically in the neighborhood for me. I can walk there. All right. So so I get in there, and she was like, "Oh, well, you know, we just sold out," and I was like, "I can understand because it was the day before Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
So I can understand it." So. And then everything online was sold out on Amazon,
Like
everything. So
okay.
I can understand her being sold out. So I get there a month before Kwanzaa this year, or last year, and so I get there and she says, "We don't have any in yet, but when they come in, I got you. I remember you." So I come in 2 weeks before Kwanzaa. No, a week before Kwanzaa. She had some stands there, but I wasn't even going to go. It's a store next to it named Glut.
Oh, Lord. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, the store next to it was named Glut.
Okay.
Where you can get some healthy foods, local area food. Support your local, your local suppliers, right? So I was going in there, and I said, you know what? Let me see if she got these things in here. Sure enough, she had them, but I just spent my money.
Gotcha.
I said, look, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. She said you got 2 left.
Okay.
I got 2 left. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Can you hold it for me? Sure, I got you. Come back. Matter of fact, the weather was terrible that night. I was here. I had to go all the way back over there.
Right.
All right. I don't even go that way to go home.
Okay.
All right. But I went all the way that route. Pick it up. Get there. I walk in. I'm looking around. I don't see nothing. I'm thinking, well, maybe she got it in the back for me. Hey, how you doing? And she thought she was slick because, well, I don't know if she thought she was slick, but she was kind of arrogant. But I could tell somebody was standing in the back because I could see the feet and they was behind the curtain. Then I looked a little harder. It was a police officer. All right. So she's saying, we don't have it. I sold them out. I'm like, I thought you said you got me.
These two.
Yeah. She like, what, you mad? Yes.
No.
Hit me with the what you mad and looked at me like, and?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like,
oh, wow.
So I know the cop back there. I'm biting my lip. I'm saying, hold up, sister. Why are you coming at me like that? I didn't bring that type of energy towards you.
Right.
You know, and she like, look, I told you we ain't had none. Which, what's the problem?
Wow. Is she young or old?
Older sister. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, but you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, but I know the only reason she talking with all that,
Right,
her
because
chest
these
all
are
out.
men.
Yeah. So I stepped outside. I said, nah, I'm not going to give her this. So I stood outside for a minute. I was like, man, the hell with this. She going to catch this. You ain't, because I came a long ways and the weather was bad, everything. And I didn't want to disappoint my daughter on top of that.
Well, I don't know. I have a rule of thumb, okay? I got stuff to lose, as well as I would believe you got stuff to lose, right?
Right.
So if it's gonna take more energy out of your time, your day, your hour, your second to argue with a person that's still going to leave the same results,
Right.
why entertain? Now there are some times where you gotta read somebody.
Yeah.
Right? There are some times
You got to get that off your chest
there is.
sometimes.
However, in that moment, you still had to go get the candlestick thing for your child, right? So you wasted an additional XYZ and still came up with no candlestick.
Well, actually,
Well, she pulled one out the back.
no. I mean, what was bad about it is like that was the deadline. That was the deadline. It was, we were short.
Oh, wow.
So, but actually, the day of Kwanzaa, I was so mad. So I called around, and there was a spot. What's the train over there? It was in D.C.
Okay.
And they're a school, an African school, and they teach little youngers, I think, from like kindergarten to like 5th grade.
Oh, okay.
And so they said, yeah, we got one. So I went in there. The joint was wild. So it's a school for real, but it was built like a house. So you got to go up the stairs and everything. So I go up in the joint and I got my walker, and it was so congested. Let's put it like that. It was so congested, and they was actually having class because they don't, they was having class.
Okay.
So with all that being said, I was trying to get up in there, and it was junk everywhere.
Wow.
And then he
Why you keep having all these bad experiences?
well, I actually I didn't mind that because they were just who they were.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he gave me great customer service.
Got you. See,
He treated me good. I should say great, but it was
Better than
night
that.
and day.
Okay.
Night and day. So I put up with that. And so I even spent some extra money with them. I said, I appreciate you, taking the opportunity and all of that. So I tell you all of that is because you have one spot that looks like a hole in the wall. Then you have another spot that is established spot where you quality looking
Right.
business, and you go in there, you get terrible service. The hole in the wall, you get good service.
Right. Speaking of, I can go down all the carryouts, out of food spots, everything.
yeah.
You know that's
Oh,
true.
yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know that's true though.
Yeah.
The hole in the walls, when people not from that area, you put up, I'm gonna go get something to eat from. Eat from where?
Right,
But
right.
then if you come on like this one of them like neighborhood approved, come on up in here type things, right? But then you go to an area where it's all nice and this and this and that, and the food tastes like trash.
Yeah.
So you should know
Yeah.
that being from DC. Okay?
Yeah.
I can
Oh,
run
no
down
doubt.
East Street, about
No
12
doubt.
places that you go eat, but everybody else be like, oh hell, never.
Well, you from the neighborhood. What do you think about Horace and Dickey?
Okay, so
How they have gone down?
down, okay? You got look here. I'm not gonna do this, okay? Because let me say this. Shout out to Horse and Dickies, all right? Let me say this. Shout out to you all, all right? And the reason I'm gonna say shout out to you all is because y'all see me grow from baby till now, okay? I can still go in there and Riz for her tattoos, gonna make my fish plate and make it, what it needs to
Right,
be.
right.
However, I will definitely say that it ain't the same.
No,
It's not.
That's night and day from then.
I haven't been to Horse and Dickies in probably about maybe 3 or 4 years. Yeah, it's been about 3 or 4 years. I haven't gone. My dad, when he still comes back in town, he still goes. But even, he's like, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. It's not the same.
The experience is not the same, much less the fish. The whole experience. I mean, we used to go in there, man, have fun, just waiting in the line.
Yeah, just waiting in the line.
You
Yeah,
was
she
joking and
cracking
laughing.
jokes.
Yeah,
The man
you having a
is,
good time.
gathering up the fish. Yep. Yeah.
Now,
but
the amount of fish is not the same.
really?
Oh man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they done fell off.
Oh wow! They used to give you a fish plate and throw in an extra chicken wing just cause.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Nah. And what really killed me that when they started doing now the mac and cheese and greens and all that now, that's they throwing the glory greens on you first of all. And so if you're gonna do that, I mean do it right, hook it up, chop some onions up, put a little extra flavor up in it. I mean, just don't pour it out the can and warm it up on me. Like I don't know no better. So, but yeah. So for those of you who don't know, and this is the Horace and Dickey that you know now, because it's perfect for white folks. It's perfect for them because they don't know no better.
Oh my God, I cannot water shade.
It's real.
Oh my God.
Come on, you can't argue with me. You know I'm telling the truth.
know, but
Nah, we gonna tell it like it is. No, I mean, Horace Dickey hurt my heart.
okay.
Hurts my heart, man.
Yeah, it's
and,
not the
and I'm not even eating what I used to eat no more. But I went through there to pick up my wife a plate, and I'm bragging
I
on
know we do
it.
this because Horse and Dickies is black owned. Let's switch over to Wings and Wings. We can
Okay.
bash.
Oh,
Wings and
okay,
Wings.
okay.
Wings and Wings.
Well,
Wings and Wings ain't the same no more.
Nah,
Okay? Wings and Wings ain't the same. We can bash Wings and
Eddie
Wings.
Lennox is not the same.
But,
None of that.
Yeah,
Oh,
those
hey.
are not. But you know they bought Sporties back. Did you know that?
They what?
They bought Sporties back over off of Oklahoma.
Really?
Yeah, so at first they had turned it into a kebab place, but now they bought it back.
Huh.
So
I'm gonna tell you. We're speaking of black businesses, and I'm gonna speak on this real quick. We're gonna go to break and come back. Did you remember Clucky? Well, what it was called. People know it for 8th Street Lounge, or the club right there on 12th and H.
I don't know.
All right, but it was
Is
initially.
it still 8th Street Lounge now? Or
What are they? I think they somebody came in and got it.
Okay.
But the brother that had it, it used to be called a Cluck You.
okay.
Cluck You Chicken.
Okay, I know. Yeah, I do know
All right,
Cluck You Chicken.
black owned. All right, 2 brothers on it.
Okay.
And but because of the zoning and what's going on, they said that you could not be a fast food restaurant right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
All these years.
So he had to. This was back in what year? Because I used to run a record store right next to Mason's Barbershop.
Okay. All right.
Mason actually owned the store. And I think it's Arita's now.
No, Mason's is still there.
No, I'm talking about the record store.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I think it's Arita's
okay.
now. So, and it was called iHip-Hop at the time. And we sold all the mixtapes and all the go-go tapes. And I used to have right across the street was a hair salon right over there. And I used to have the speaker out front. And we used to bang the music and, cut up out there. And people used to come through, man, let me get that, let me get that.
Right.
So,
That's when it was Chocolate City.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah. It was right before they threw the tracks down.
Oh, Lord. We ain't going
Right,
there. Right.
yeah,
We ain't going there. Now let's talk
they-
about
they-
that.
they close-
Let's talk about how stupid.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
From point A to point B. So you put a trolley in place, okay, to literally put some money in your boy's pocket, because that's all you did. Because
It's a waste
it
of
literally
damn money.
goes from Oklahoma to half a Union Station.
Yeah.
Purpose and point. Purpose and point.
Fool.
I don't know. I ain't going there. All I'm saying is, it look better for the white folks?
And then they're gonna shut down Spin Guard to house it.
Thank you. Thank you. But again, I say, if people in that community had a rally when we were rallying, okay, because we rallied. Or when I say we rallied, this is how Keenan Park came. This is how we are. The association of this and this and that. But you got to care about your community.
That's
However,
right.
it's so many people in that area. They don't care. So many people. This is the how do I put this? The mind frame that most people have. Make it out the hood, make it out the hood, make it out the hood. I don't have that mindset. I have the mindset, change the hood, back the block, show them how you can do this, show this how you can do that. But most people don't have that, because when you so underpowered, when you so in that mindset, all you got is, I gotta get the F out. I gotta get out of here, But then when you get out and you start to see, that's everything that made me. Everything that made me. So now, why would you not want to go back to show them little girls and boys, look, I'm black, you black, I had rats and roaches, you had rats and roaches, I've been hungry, I ain't had no that, all of those things. But look at me now. You can do the same thing. So go back and change your neighborhood. Put that school up in your neighborhood. Privately own that school. Put that business up. Show them that, all right, X amount of money from this month is going into my community to even give away shoes, whatever it is. If you out here fake balling or fake hustling or real, whatever it is that you're doing, be like how the OGs in our community really used to be, and made sure when that ice cream truck come, everybody come out.
That's
the house.
right. Everybody
get ice cream.
that's right.
Do that. Don't
That's
just
right.
be like, oh, I got this, and oh, black people don't want this. Black people, that's BS. It's a lot of black people that want change, but they don't have nobody rallying for them that way.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. Hey, look. Can we get a round of applause for Miss London Ward right here? 'Cause this queen right here is telling it like it should be. Miss Lady, where the hell are you at, man? These type of guests right here is what you be talking about. Anyway, look. Appreciate you coming in. No we gonna rap some more if you don't mind. I'm gonna play this joint right here. The title is very appropriate for what we're talking about. All right, but at the same time, what's wild about it, the person who made the song is a representation of, well, he is if you look at him, but he has a real deep background with the city. But this gentleman, right, he's a representation of exactly what's going on. And his name is Elijah Balbed.
Okay.
And he's a white cat playing go-go music.
No.
Sounds great.
No.
Check it out.
Oh, wow.
This song right here is called DC's Been Good to Me. You're tuned in right now to the GoWIN Radio Show, right here on GoGo Radio Live, Win DC Radio, all wrapped up in GoWIN.media, coming to you live from the shops at Iverson. And I'm chilling with Miss London Ward, Snob Nails.
Yeah, come on. DC, how y'all feel out there? Wherever you are, turn your radio up, turn your stereo up. We in here. Hey yo, Dante, talk to him.
I wear this jersey cause Chicago is my city, my home. 186 where I would never ever leave it alone. Papa gave the sticks, the church gave me the microphone. After OFO, I knew that it was time to roam. Had to head south to come up on the knowledge of my roots. Nashville, Cashville, I miss you. Southern bells, I had to ring them. Them alphas, I had to be one. After 07, this cat had to be gone. Came to DC to climb that hill they call the Capitol. Policy and hearings for 5 years I had to tackle. The fear and lack of self-worth that tormented my soul. Cause politics as usual make you feel cold. Went down a black alley, came out with a rare essence. After all, I learned a couple of lessons. Look, I could complain, but I came to see that
DC's been good to me.
it may not be your city or your hometown.
DC's been good to me.
Keep that go-go funk groove going round and round.
DC's been good to me.
Chuck Brown, R-E-E-U.
DC's been good to me.
Thanks for giving us that go-go groove.
DC's been good to me. DC's been good to me. DC's been good to me.
Yeah, listen, one time for Carolina, born and raised in the South, couldn't have made nothing finer. As a teen, music found me, so I made my way to Howard University. That's a chocolate city, you ain't know. Off Georgia Ave and all the women that are beautiful. Graduated and I started to teach. Around that same time I found a go-go beat. One time for Chuck Brown, two times for Lil Benny. Backyard, the junkyard, and now Deacon Izzy. Some bands are old, some bands are new, but everybody know what that pocket do. The heartbeat of the city and it never stops. From Penn Road to MLK, best believe we rock. Yo, I'ma get this music all that I got. Hey, watch us rise to the top, no lie. Go. Put your hands in the sky.
DC's been good to me.
And you know we gon' ride.
DC's been good to me.
It never gon' die.
DC's been good to me.
Go still alive.
DC's been good to me. DC's been good to me.
good out there. And you've been real good to us. Rep your hood. Uptown, uptown. Come on. Hey, North Beach, North Beach. Yeah. South, 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 South Beach. Come on. Hey. DC, we see y'all. Chocolate City. Sing along with us. Come on. Say oh, say oh, say oh. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Louder, louder. Everybody in the place. Everybody on their feet right now. Come on. Come on, sing. Come on, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. You tuned in right there to the GoWin Radio Show right here on GoGo Radio Live and WinDC Radio, all wrapped up in GoWin.media. We're coming to you live from the shops at Iverson, and that right there was my main man, Elijah Balbed, and the JoGo Project. Also, I can't forget about my homie, Fleas, right there, playing on the congas, and right there, young brother right there was in one of my first bands I used to work with back in the day, Touch of S's. And I'm just sitting here reminiscing with my homie right here. Come to find out, Miss London Ward of SNOB Nails. So, London, I'm not going to wrap you up too heavy. So let's get into, matter of fact, I was looking. So, are you hitting Louisiana in a couple days?
I am New Orleans.
New Orleans.
So I travel. So I go around and do different tour dates and all that stuff to teach, in the different areas, because normally I always am in the DMV, right? I'm DMV based, always in the DMV. But I have taught so many nail techs in this area, and it's so many more that want the skill and want to know how to go about doing it. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to go on tour. And so literally I started touring last year. It did really good, did really great. And so I said this year I'm going to throw up some more dates, see who bites, and then I'm going to move forward from there. So yeah, so far, let me see. I've already done 3. Yeah, so New Orleans will be the next year. So New Orleans is coming. After New Orleans, I think I got Philly, Delaware, and North Carolina that have been posted. And then now I'm working on some more dates. But yeah.
So how did you get so accomplished where you are teaching people how to be a nail tech?
Let me say this. It is a lot of hustle, a lot of faith, and a lot of ambition, if that makes any sense.
Because you only had a shop for 3 years.
Exactly, and I've only been doing nails for 2. So
that's crazy.
Exactly. However, I say this all the time. I stand by it. Sometimes I even end my public speaking with this, all right? If I can come into an industry that I knew nothing about, have no degree in marketing, no degree in business, no knowledge of how to run anything, right? And take my business from literally 0 to a 6-figure company in less than literally 2.5 years, why is it that people that have been in this industry so long are still working jobs and then coming and doing hair part-time, working jobs and then coming doing nails, and working jobs and coming doing barbering part-time? Why? Because it's something in you that's making you scared to take that leap of faith. And
or it might be just bad business practices.
No, I've said this before as well. And when I said this before, a lot of people got upset and mad at me, and I didn't care because I said what I said, and I'm going to keep on saying what I said. If you are still working a job you are not an entrepreneur, all right? And the reason that I say that and the reason I stand behind this is if you're still working for someone else, no, you're part-time. If you're part-time, that is not your actual title, quote unquote, all
That's
right?
right.
And so somebody, I'm still doing this and I run my business, I still do this and I run. No, an entrepreneur is someone that is willing to risk it all, all right?
That's
Risk it all for a satisfaction that is going to take them so far than where they're at right now in their life. So if you still going to work, you still working for the man, you still part-time in your business, you're not an entrepreneur. Now, if you are at your struggle season, or you in your halfway glory moment, or you in your red season, whatever the situation is, but you're building your business, you're putting everything into your business, that is what makes you an entrepreneur. Not how many dollars you got in the bank, not how many times somebody invested in your company, not how many times you done pitched your idea. No, it's when you take your all, you risk it every single day to wake up and fulfill and live out your dream for your business.
Beautiful. And that's that's a great way to sum up of what being an entrepreneur. And it doesn't matter what the field is.
Exactly.
You know, you got to put your all into it. Miss Lady, where are you at? Because she got her own clothing line business. Oh, I wouldn't say clothing line, but her own business called Wearable Art Boutique.
Okay.
Where she designs what you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you bring the ideal to her and she make it happen.
Got you. That's what's up.
Hell yeah. She's doing a great job.
Right now. That's why she's not here.
Yeah, no doubt. I already know. She getting that money. She getting it somewhere wherever she at. She getting that money.
Shout out to you. I don't know if you know, shout out to you.
Yeah, Miss Lady, that's what it is. So, but yeah, she would definitely agree with that, I'm sure, because you get out of it what you put in.
Exactly.
Simple as that.
Exactly. It's not about, yes, some business practices may affect you, right? Okay, whatever. But if every struggle you go through, you let break you down, then you ain't built for it.
Yeah,
Stop trying to look on Instagram and think, oh, this is nice. Let me pretend to do this. But behind the scenes, you know you're not really doing nothing. You post a picture and a nice little outfit, hair done, shade, chain, whatever the situation is, right? But then you know that you sitting on your couch all day playing video games. You sitting on your couch all day scrolling through Instagram talking about people. What are you really doing? You're not doing anything. You're giving the people something to look at, but what are you giving the people something to grow and know from within or about your business? If you look on my business page, I keep them separate. My business and my personal, right? If you look on my business page, it's nothing but greatness. It is all positive energy. It's always great quotes. It's all of that. It's literally keeping your mind going. Keeping your mind going. I even get girls that DM me say, I wake up every day just to see what you posted because it gives me my morning 1, 2, 3 motivation. You know? Yeah. So then you go to my personal page. I'm a happy person. Even when you go to my personal page, you'll find mostly what belongs to my business page when we on vacation or something like that. Right. However, I can then go live and the same thing that I'm showing you on my Instagram via my personal page and my business page, I'm doing in real life, you know, which is why I believe in showing this and showing that. Because you can sit here and say, oh, I got this, I got that, I got this. But if you can't pull up your bank account and cover up your account number and actually show that you're doing X, Y, Z, then stop lying to people, because some people don't have it within themselves enough self-esteem or enough want or enough will to take themselves to the next level. And so they're looking for validation in somebody else, which is why their business is failing. Because they go to their mom and they tell their mom, oh, mom, I want to do this, right? And then mom like, girl, if you don't go down to such and such and get a job, and now their dreams are crushed, right? Meanwhile, it's actually women out here that are doing great and inspiring and really pouring back into the communities and to other women and empowering them. And then when they see the ones that are out here, you know, shaking, twerking, whatever that they do, and, you know,
hey, each his own. Each his own, right?
You got girls that actually want to aspire to something, but they're aspiring to be in the next video vixen because that's what you're showing. Got the nice cars, the nice house, that's this. Meanwhile, you could literally have a real estate agent, you could have a salon owner, you could have an IT person, right? But because they're trying to show you how to do it from a business professional level, you like, oh, that's not fun. Because when you got it, you don't have to flaunt it. So we're not flaunting this car and that car and this car. What are we doing? We're sitting here just showing you how to really make money, how to really get money. But because our hair not done and we ain't got the latest, you know, Louis Vuitton dripped around us, meanwhile, we got 20, 40, 60 racks in the bank, and we can show you how to really take vacation and really build a business and start from the ground up. You don't want that. You want the quick life, the fast life. Stop giving these girls and these guys false hope. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because and we talk about a lot on our show right here. the GoWIN radio show, is where the media is driven so hard towards giving people that idealism that life is glamorous.
Right.
You know, and you know, it's easy for them to sell that because who wants to live bad? You know, everybody wants to live the glamorous life, so to speak. And so when you see people doing well, you aspire to be in that same position, not knowing but the problem with the youth today is they don't want to go through the jump through the hoops that it took for that person. It's a microwave age. You know, hey, look, let me put it in for a minute and let me get back what you done put 10 years in to get.
I've done this before. You could
But you're not doing it in 10 years. You're doing it in 3 years.
I'm telling
it's
you,
crazy.
you could literally write every step that you have taken from start to finish over whatever your journey is, right? Give it to somebody. Give them step-by-step directions. But they ain't going to want to read it. And because they don't want to read it, they don't even realize that at the end of that paper, it says, and here goes $1 million to go start your company. But they'll read, oh my God, it's 40 pages to get to the end. Oh, I ain't doing that. Whatever. They missed their opportunity. Reading is fundamental, and after you finish reading, then you got to use the tools that someone is giving you. Some of you can't. I say this all the time with my students, right? I can teach you everything under the sun, which is why I have no problem teaching, right? I can teach you everything under the sun, down to the way that I hold my brush to flick my wrist, all right? However, you still have to make it your own. And once you make it your own, then you grow from there. You aspire from there. But if you're not willing to even ask me or even put in the energy to say, all right, I've seen everything that Ms. London do. I've learned everything that Ms. London do. However, if you're not willing to make it your own, then you literally have just sat and tried to copyright something that you can't copyright because you don't even know where the 1, 2, 3 stop basis is, and it was given to you. And it's frustrating. It's so frustrating with this generation because this generation has more power, technology, freedom, money access. I say it all the time. There's no reason in this world nobody should be broke. Social media, it literally will cut you a check every single day of your life, depending on what it is that you're doing, how you're using it, and how you're going forward. But if you're sitting around talking about this person, worry about what that person got, arguing with your baby father, arguing with your best friend, doing all this stupid stuff, okay? It's not progressing and getting you nowhere. And then when you got the opportunity to grow from it, or you got the opportunity to go for school for free, DC will give you free rides, Merlin will give you free rides, all of these things. But because you haven't put the energy to use Google, which is free, all right, to figure out how to go about doing it, now woe is me. The man is this. My parents that. I can't do this. My kids in the way. It's all BS. If you know my struggle and what I've gone through, I defied all odds. My youngest daughter has cerebral palsy, and she has defied all odds simply because me as her mother, I refuse to take the mediocre. It's no. We getting up, we making this happen, and we gonna keep going. I might have a smile on my face all day, but trust me, it's a lot of stuff that go on in the background. A lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, I want greatness. So because I want greatness, that's all that I aspire to be. I don't aspire for the negativity. I don't aspire for all the craziness in the in-between. I don't care about it. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. Point blank period, I don't care. You know, that is how I am.
You know, what you're talking about right there, it's sad because the simplest thing you can do is just have aspirations and goals.
Yes.
You know, but to focus in on those things, there's always, as we call, obstacles. You know, and it's how you deal with those obstacles is what builds character.
Exactly, right?
When you build that character, then that gives you the opportunity to be successful at whatever you aspire to be. It gives you that opportunity to be that much more successful. And you can enjoy the riches even more.
Exactly. If you look at some of the top millionaires and billionaires in this world, listen to their stories. They didn't start out no Ferrari. They didn't start out with no good job. They was waiters. They were homeless. They were down in their luck. They gave it up all. I gave up everything. When I say I had 2 black trash, that's it. 2 black trash bags. One with my oldest daughter's clothes, one with my clothes. That's it. Everything else, I got rid of my house, got rid of my car. I got rid of everything that literally was no longer an asset. Disposable income, disposable money that I wasted, making darn near $80,000 a year back then. You couldn't tell me nothing, okay? My daughter father, he doing what he do, bringing in about 150. We're good, supposedly, right? Now we get to a point where, boom, he is out of the blue, taken away. He's still alive, but he comatose, right? Then boom, I got a daughter. Here we go. Now she disabled. I can't stop life because all these things have happened. No, I have to figure out how to reevaluate and rework what's going on in my life to see the bigger picture of it. I never see the glass half full, okay? It's always, half empty. The glass is always half full, always with me. It's all, even some of my friends will tell you, girl, I swear to God, you make me feel like I can do it. I can always do it. But if I make you feel like you can do something, right? Are you really doing it? If you have somebody in your life that's pouring their heart and soul into seeing you win, and then you still are not winning for yourself, what is it in you that makes you different to where we can't be right side by side, or you aspire higher, or as I'm aspiring, you right here neck and neck trying to keep up. But in this generation, they don't want it. And then when you have the ones in this generation that do want it, they're so worried about, oh, well, if I do this, what is somebody gonna say? Or if I do this, what is this gonna happen? If you know that your end goal is rags to riches, then why are you not working through your rags to get through them riches?
Oh, you know what? You should have a seminar. You really should have a seminar because you are really inspiring.
Thank you.
You know, listening to what you're saying, because I don't care what it is out here. If you don't have a positive mindset, the world is set up right now. If you don't have a positive mindset, you beat down from as soon as you walk out the door.
Yeah.
Before you even walk out the door.
Yeah.
You know, you got to wake up saying, I'm going to get this.
That's true.
You know, and
even on the days when you don't feel like, even on the days when you don't know, okay?
And it's going to be plenty of those days.
Exactly.
Plenty
I still
of
wake up every day like, oh, I got this. All right, well, let's go open up the shop. You know,
That's it.
I don't know how, but another day comes, you know?
Right.
But you are satisfied because you're doing it for yourself. You're satisfied because you're able to help others. You're satisfied. Well, I'm satisfied. I don't know if everybody is, but I'm satisfied because I'm literally able to make change in others' lives in a positive and constructive way.
Have you? I'm never ever one to really ask a woman for how old she is.
Mm-hmm.
Have you reached 30 yet?
I did. I had.
Okay.
I reached 30 December 22nd of last year. I did.
Okay,
Yep.
so you hit that mile marker you
Yes.
was talking about then.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what's next for Snob Nails?
What's next? Getting my actual university open. So I have plans to open up an actual nail tech university where I can offer financial aid. I can literally have more students under my belt. I can license more girls. Opening up probably about 2 more salons. At first, I was going to close the one that was downstairs and then just take it all to a new location. But I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to have multiple ones. My daughters actually now just came up with their own edible nail polish. So about getting their business out there,
Really?
making it grow, making it glow, literally just continuing to spread greatness throughout this universe. That is my goal. Yes.
I'm glad you said that just now, because one thing, and like I said, the route I'm trying to travel right now on the health side of things is really just to make sure that I'm exposed to and nothing but ingest and or put on nothing but natural things in my life right now, living things.
Okay.
So what you're saying that sometimes I'm bothered personally by the chemical smell of being in a nail salon. What things are you doing, or are you, to attack that issue?
Well, let me toot my own horn real quick.
Please do. Please
So,
do.
If y'all don't know by now, all right, I created my own acrylic system. So
Wow.
it launched back in August. It took me about 8 months to develop it, but literally I created my own acrylic system. And the number one thing I hear all the time is, oh, the smell is not so strong. Oh my God, it lays so easy. Oh my goodness, I can do nails out of my house now. Oh my God, my clients don't complain, simply because a lot of nail products are made up of stuff that doesn't have the right impurities or shouldn't be XYZ, okay? And so not to bash, the nail world or the chemicals and all that stuff that's in
Blow
those
your
things,
horn, girl. Blow your
but
horn.
let me say this, okay? I'm an innovator. And so as an innovator, all right, I ain't found out I was an innovator so I went to South by Southwest. But, okay, as an innovator, what I would definitely say is that it definitely, how can I put this? It definitely super exceeded my expectations with all the great feedback that I got, because whenever you do something, you're nervous. However, you gotta go for it, you gotta do it. But the 3 things that I was able to do with my acrylic system was 1, reduce smell and allergic reaction. 2, allow application to flow easier, and 3, allow techs to be able to complete their set faster to make more money in a day. Those were the 3 things that I wanted to do. Those were the 3 things that I achieved. And so now knowing that majority black techs that have found out about my acrylic system are using it, loving it, reordering it. Like literally, I just launched a carryout collection, right, in homage to being a DC baby, and it sold out in 1 day. 1 day sold out off the shelf. Black Friday, I cried Black Friday, okay? Black Friday.
Why?
If you know who Super Scent is, right? You know who Super Scent is?
No.
Okay. So she basically owns something called the Crayon Case. And I cried Black Friday because a magazine reached out to me. I don't know how they found out about it, I don't know. But they found out what my orders was, what my stats was, because my followers broke my internet, okay? Like, that's how many sales and orders. I didn't plan for all of that, right? So literally, in the middle of the night, my website crashed, and no orders were able to be fulfilled because it couldn't reach, it had reached capacity of what it would take. So I was like, oh my gosh, so I woke up in the morning, I was crying, I was like, oh my God, like, I cannot believe, like, the love that my followers are giving me, the love that people are supporting, people showing up at the shop, people, but like, it was crazy, and I'm saying to myself, yo, like, I really got something here, right? But I'm still scared because it's the first time anybody else used it, so I'm waiting for somebody to come back.
This past Christmas or this Christmas before?
This November, this last November, this first November, I just launched it. And so I was like, all right. And so now that literally on a continuous basis, I'm getting all these DMs and all the people wanting to come back and use it. Even when I'm teaching, sometimes I'll go live and I'll show them a product that's not mine versus a student that's laying product with mine. And they be like, Dad, like, it really is that good. So I would say that, is it natural? No, it's not natural. It's no way it would be natural because when you're dealing with acrylic and stuff, it's made up of polymer and resin, so it has to be plastic. But does it have a lot less impurities and a lot less chemicals and a lot less, I don't really want to give up that, but a lot less of what's supposed to be, okay, in certain acrylics, yes.
Okay, all right. Well, that goes for you saying that if you really want to know, come on through.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly, right?
Come on through.
Yes.
Where did the name SNOB come from?
All right, so let's go here. My ultimate GOAT. Do you know what GOAT is? You got to know what GOAT is. You from DC, right?
No doubt.
Okay, so my greatest of all time, all right?
I'm the one that started that GOAT thing, that whole GOAT thing. I'm telling you straight up.
All right, so
I'm telling you, it's the truth.
I'll give you, I won't take that from you.
I put that out there, and ever since then, it's been all over the net. But,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, make sure that you're getting your checks from that.
Man, I wish I did. They ain't ran with it by now.
But no,
Go
honestly,
ahead.
so there's a girl, what you call it, Miss Lacey, all right? But her IG name is I Am Ming Lee. She literally was starting her company at the same time that I was going through what I was going through with my daughter's father and my daughter, and me wanting to start the actual entrepreneur journey. And so I was trying to figure out like different ways to style my hair, save money, stuff like that. So I logged on to YouTube and I had typed like quick weave and pronto and all this other stuff, right? Because back then pronto weaves was in. And so she popped up on my timeline. And so I said, okay, so I watched her do it. I didn't know how to do no hair. I still don't know how to do no hair, right? But I popped up on my timeline and I was interested, and so I went and found her IG page. So when I went and found her IG page, I was like, oh wow, she owns something called SNOB Life, right? And I had been trying to figure out what I wanted to name my actual nail business. And so I literally studied this woman like she was a project that I had to pass, all right?
SNOB Life?
Yes, SNOB Life Studios is her actual hair salon. So she does hair. So SNOB Life Studios is her actual hair salon. And so it's located in Atlanta, Georgia. And so I would watch everything, like from a marketing aspect. She was a beast. I'm talking about like, it's something I had never seen before. So when she was opening up her salon, I was in the process of opening up my salon together. She had glitter stairs, I need glitter stairs. She did this, I did that. And it wasn't a competition. It was like, I gotta get here where this girl is going. Because literally overnight, her followers was going up. Her clientele was going, like everything was amazing. And to know she had started her business with $500. So I was like, everything just happened. I'm like, yeah, if she started with $5, I could start it with $5. You know, like I'm just, everything she's doing, she don't even know that she's motivating me like this. Like, she don't even know I exist. So then one day.
Was she you said Ming Lee, right?
Yes, I am
She's
Ming
Chinese?
Lee. No, she's not. So let me tell you why her name is I Am Ming Lee. You know who Kamora Lee Simmons is, right?
Yeah,
Russell
of
Simmons'
course.
ex-wife.
Right.
Kamora Lee Simmons is her actual GOAT. So she looked up to Kamora Lee. Of course, Kamora Lee is Chinese, so I Am Ming Lee. And
Ming is one of their children's names.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So all of these things that
That's
literally
crazy.
got my wheels going and had me paying attention and stuff. So I ended up writing her an email. So when I emailed her, I basically was just telling her, and I always say, I stand by this all the time. When people email you, one of two things you start to feel. Either I get irritated because I'm like, I don't feel like hearing this damn sob story. What is the ending of what you want out of this, okay?
Right.
Or either I'm so enthralled in their happiness and their actual testimony that I'm actually reading into what they have going on. So I knew when I wrote this letter to her, or this email to her, I didn't want no sob story because yes, I was going through some shit, but I wanted her to understand I was coming out on the other side of what it was that I was going through. It wasn't, oh, well, my child's fault. No, it was like, hey, girl, this is going on, but I want you to know right now you inspired me, and one day we're going to meet. It was one of those things. And it wasn't a crazy fan email. It was more like, girl, I adore everything that you're doing, And so from then, I was like, you know what? I told her in the email I wanted to pay homage to her literally giving me the inspiration to keep going and keep going and keep going. And so I told her I'm naming my nail salon SNOB Nails, and that's how I was born.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, your stories are crazy.
They real though.
Yeah, and they be the ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, tell everybody your social media information, how they can contact you. You talking about her social media followings is crazy. I was shocked to find that like you try like a little heavy over there. You doing a little something.
I get about 100,000 impressions a week, something like that. But
a little something.
But honestly, so if you're trying to find me, all right, business page is at SNOB Nails, so SNOB NAILS. If you're trying to find me on Instagram, my personal page is Mrs. London, which is at MYSZLONDON. If you actually want to follow my kids in their polished line, they have Candy Coated Kids. And let me see, Twitter is Mrs. London. Facebook is London Ward. Even though I don't really use Facebook like that, but it's out there. And literally, or you can just pop up on me at my shop. I'm always there. I'm always at my shop when I'm in town, when I'm working, when I have my clients, I'm there. I have no problem with hugging, talking. I have no problem. But I do say this. If you see me with my children, respect that. And that's it.
There it is. So seeing you at the shop, but you are appointment only.
Yes.
Is it that hard to get in?
With me?
So you personally, so you can book with somebody else there.
Yeah, you can definitely. So my my team.
So it's only appointment only for you, or appointment for everybody else?
No, just for me. Okay, just for me. So no, my I hate calling them staff. I like to refer to my employees as my team. I really like employees.
Right.
So my team accept walk-ins because my shop is real heavily known. Because I'm very heavily known. Walk-ins are not that easy, simply because they are filled up with appointments, because of course people want to book with them as well. Also, nobody wants to sit at work all day when you got other stuff that you could be doing as well. So I'm appointment only just because of how crazy my schedule is, and not only that, how I really like to take that one-on-one time with my clients.
Right.
CC, which is C Nail and Ngozi, which is DMV Nail Cartel, Ari Nail Studios, which is Ari, they all accept walk-ins. However, they might also have appointments that day as well. So what I tell people, what is best is contact each individual tech themselves via their Instagram page, and understand that you're still at SNOB Nails, you're still getting service at SNOB Nails, but if you want SNOB Nails to do your nails, I am SNOB Nails, okay? And then if you want CC, if you want Ari, if you want Gozi, then you go to them, which is a business within my business, but it's still under the SNOB Nails umbrella.
Okay. All right. So, and the best way to contact you is?
So, best way to contact me is at SNOB Nails, SNOB NAILS, at Miss London, MYSZLONDON. You can shoot me an email, which is snobishnails@gmail.com, spelled SNOBISHNAILS.com. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
No, you said .com. You said
at Gmail.
Right.
.com.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
I got your back. So, all right. So, hey, there it is. Hey, look, we closing out Women's History Month with a very inspiring sister right here, and a homie, a neighborhood homie, man. I love that, man. And I would have never known, but like you said, small world. So and so you about to hit New Orleans the 30th. That's Saturday.
Saturday, yes.
Yeah, Saturday. Because No, it's Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, because the first is on Monday.
Gotcha. Yeah, so Sundays, yes.
It's only 30 days this month. So if you're down there, we are the Worldwide Net. So I'm sure we do have some listeners down in New Orleans. You'll be really surprised to know, or maybe you wouldn't be. There is a nice go-go contingency down there. It's a lot. Well, a lot of New Orleans came up here, especially during the Hurricane Katrina. And so. But my uncle been going down there for years, and he told me that a long time ago. It's like, man, you would really like it down there. I still have not been down there. I have not. I mean, trust me. We gonna talk. We gonna talk because I've been an entrepreneur for some years, but it's been difficult for me to leave my baby in other hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. I definitely get that. I definitely, even with speaking with, my teammates and stuff like that, and them wanting me to expand and go, I'm like, I love what I got right here, and I don't want to lose the authenticity of my business and my brand. However, listening to other business advisors and stuff, they're like, you create your plan, you do your XYZ, you make sure that, you got your foundation, and then you're able, to keep expanding your conglomeration. So.
I love it. All right, so look, we gotta get up and we gotta make sure, because just like I told Lolita the other day, Tuesday, that look, we have to work together as a nice black organization with ourselves. Just like how you said in the neighborhood, how we come together to bob the block. Right. We need to come together and do what we need to do as black entities within our little circle that we have right here, and build with each other. My clientele can come see your clientele, and vice versa. So, and that's how it works out there, y'all. I mean, it's not a whole lot to it. The only thing I would say, and I said this to Lolita, is that I'm really into the fact that it's one thing we say, support black businesses.
Yes.
But
value of the black dollar. If you don't know, let me say this. Let me plug my sister right quick. I don't know if you know who my sister is.
Who's your sister?
Angel Rich. All right, but let me plug my sister right quick. So she wrote History of a Black Dollar. She was named the next Steve Jobs by Forbes magazine. All right. She currently right now has the #1 financial literacy game in the country. All right. So shout out to my mama for making us. All right. But let me say this. Dang, I forgot where I was going with. Oh, okay, there we go. So the history of the value of a black dollar. If you all don't know this, the black dollar stays in our community 3 hours. 3 hours, that's it.
I thought it was less than that.
3 hours. And the Jewish community, a white community, Asian community is way longer. We got days to weeks to months. Hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes. That should tell you all a lot about literally understanding. One, when you support black business, you support a whole family and a community, all right? Most black business owners get into entrepreneurship or business ownership because they got tired of working for the man, or they felt like it was a need for XYZ, or they also want to help their community. That's why most people get into it, right, as a black business owner. However, if you're taking them dollars and you're putting them at the liquor store, and you're putting them at the, the Asian-owned salons, and you putting them at the white grocery stores, all of these places, right? It's a black-owned movie theater that just got put out in Pikesville. I bet a lot of people don't know that. Exactly. Really? It might be a little bit further for you to travel, but you know that's a black dollar going in a black community, going in a black household, putting them babies through private school, putting them shoes on them kids' feet, all of those things that actually matter, versus Asians come together, each Asian making 30 grand a month, living in one house. It's like, we don't have that mentality in our neighborhood. The first thing the parents do when your child get 18, you gotta go in a black household. Why you gotta? My mother didn't raise us like that. To this day, okay? If I wanted to go back to my mama's house, I could go. I just don't want to go because my mama OCD, and I might leave a sock on the floor, and I ain't got time to hear the fussing. All right? But literally, it is all about how you're raised. It's about what you're inspired to. It's about all of those things. But if you understand the value of a black dollar, let's say right here, we doing business, right? You got a t-shirt that's $20. I spend that $20 with you. You're not taking that $20 and then going and, blowing it on XYZ, or going out with your boys for drinks or something like that, like white men do, because they got all the money coming in. White-owned business, they got all that money. So, okay, $20 ain't nothing. No, you're taking that home. You're putting it towards your actual business. You're going to re-up on more shirts. You're putting it into your daughter's, lunch fund, whatever the situation is. You're using that within the black community, and you can build and grow from it. However, if you take our money, we go to Harris Teeter, and we spend, $100 something, $200 on groceries, right? Now, let me say this: you got food stamps, that's another thing. Swipe all day long, all right? But if you're using your hard-earned money, take it to the locally black-grown farmers. Take it to the black grocery stores. All of those things, because when they're farming, black people got green thumb, and they really care about the food that they put out. Your grandma is cooking them greens and making that stew and all of that stuff because she knows she come from the country. She know how you go out and pick what a good watermelon is. But you go to the little grocery store, that stuff got impurities in it, all those. But we are not trained to think that way. We are trained to think what is easy, what is quick, what is fast, spend money. That is how us in the black community is trained, unless your parents have brought you up a different way.
Well, as right as you are, the biggest thing that we really must do is hold each other responsible.
Yes.
It's one thing, we can support each other all day, but if we don't hold each other responsible, treating each other any old kind of way is not going to fly.
Exactly.
It's not going to fly. And you can't be mad when other races treat you any old kind of way. When you treat you, that's right. So that's one thing I was saying that, I was telling Lolita, I said, we need a black Yelp. You know what I mean? Because everybody, they want to fly underneath the moniker, support black businesses. But as I spoke of earlier, not all black businesses deserve to be supported. So if we hold each other, no, it's real though. But if we hold each other to a certain degree of acceptance, then we can actually really put out there, support this brother right here, support this brother right here. Because if I go there and you suggest I go over there and I get a bad experience, then that's a reflection on you.
Right.
Why you tell me to go there?
Right.
Oh, those my peoples. Your peoples treat me like some garbage.
But you also got to.
Oh, man, you should have told them my name.
No, you don't tell them your name, but you tell them. I'm a very vocal, outspoken, blunt person.
But you should be treating me right, just like you treat your friend.
But that might be how they operate. If you know how some girls just got stank attitude, some guys is always on defense. So if you walk into a business and they got stank attitude, be like, "Well, what's up, sis? I didn't do nothing." Crack a joke.
I can dig it.
Playing field,
I can dig it,
but
but you're right. I mean, you got to agree with me on this though.
Okay.
It shouldn't even matter. As a customer coming in the door, it should always be about love. Now, I'm not saying be plastic like the Europeans may be. You know what I mean? We all, because one thing about black folks is, and as simple as that, we got color to everything we do. Everything that we do. But it shouldn't.
Well, say culture, not color. Culture.
Well, no, I mean, reason why I say color is because we have broad strokes of life and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, I might feel red this day or purple this day. You know what I mean? That's how we are. We very, very colorful in everything. But you're right. If you want a blanket, put a blanket over how that goes. But what's real important is that when we dealing with each other, that we really have to make sure that that the individuals that we deal with, they can put out a very good statement on us and saying, you know what, I enjoyed myself right there. And that way I can tell somebody, come on down to SNOB Nails, man. They treat you all right. And they didn't know me from a can of paint.
I agree. I'll give you that. I'll definitely give you that.
So and then that's when the word spreads. So and I'm not gonna lie, I had to learn that the hard way. Because being in the military, I treat everybody a certain kind of way and expect for them to come back the same way. But like, look, I shouldn't have to give you nothing extra because this is how it is, and this is how it is for everybody, but not everybody, in customer service, you got to give her, some person, deserve a little extra, some person doesn't.
That's true.
And you got to identify that in business, if you want to be successful.
I give you that.
So, but if you, even a big shopping chain, let's say we go down to Macy's, this Macy's should be just like the next Macy's.
Right.
Say we go downtown or wherever the case may be. This Macy's over here, but you know what? When you go in there, you probably see a neighborhood homie or something like that. Say, hey, what's happening? But you go downtown, they might be a little bit more stringent.
Right.
how you doing there?
Right.
You know, like, you know, and they're like, they got something stuck up their butt, you know, but you should be looking for, like you said earlier, as long as the service is good, it shouldn't even matter.
Right.
You know, and one thing I know for a fact, you're going to get good service right down there at SNOB's Nails, right downstairs, the lower level of the shops at Iverson. And what are your hours?
So I am we are open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and Saturday. Sunday we are 100% closed.
Okay. All right. So don't only slide through here at the church talking about let me get situated. No, you should be doing that the day before anyway, at the latest.
Yes.
At the very latest, you know, get yourself situated for church. So hey, thank you so much for coming through. I've had so much fun with you.
Thank you.
You know, that's what's up. I'm so glad I thought of this, you know, far as, you know, because I want to get to know the people that, because it's a problem when you walk around in the same confined area and you see people that, you know, they have business around here and they don't speak. But if you don't speak, then, but if you do speak and they still give you the, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, we all trying to get it right here, you know, and we can all.
Well, I made it my duty. When I first came in here, I made it my duty to literally walk the mall, come up here, see what business was here, say hi.
You ain't knock on my door, girl.
Well, let me say this. I had a few people that I knew already in here, okay? So I didn't know, like, half of any of this stuff was in here. The furthest I would go is John Shop. That's the furthest I would go.
Right.
And then with the tattoo guy, everybody would come in downstairs thinking that it was on that side. So I directed them up here. So I found out that Lee was here. And so then from that standpoint, you know, if I'm downstairs and they look for a tattoo shop or a piece or something, I'm like, all right, go ahead upstairs. Or they looking for John for t-shirts or photography, I'm like, all right, go ahead upstairs. Right. But I had no idea. I didn't even know Dip had it off. I didn't know none of this stuff, you know, until I literally.
Oh, so you know Dip too? Did Dip do you?
He did. Yes.
Okay. He
Like,
did her windows.
I'm always open. I always eat at Pro Cakes and Antoine stuff. Like literally, these like if I know the business is here, I'll support. I'll go. You know, had I know you was here, I probably would have came up like, yo, like, hey, da da da. You know.
Well, you know now.
Now I know, right? Now I know. But yes, most definitely, I definitely believe in supporting each other. I definitely believe in getting to know each other. Even downstairs, everybody know when I come in the morning. Hi, everybody. You know, I'm so loud. Right. Hey, everybody. Get on their nerves, but I mean, you got to bring some sunshine. You know,
and this mall needs that. You know, so
does.
we talked about that. You know, because it has an old feel to it still, but you know, slowly but surely. Well, I'll take the surely, y'all. Slowly, you know. But let me get off the negative. So thank you so much. We getting ready to get up out of here. Once again, we want to thank Miss London Ward for coming through here. Make sure y'all support. Hey, look, don't talk about it, be about it. If you're going to say you support black businesses, come check this queen out. Please, for your own good, don't walk into any shop. I don't care if it's the carryout. I don't care if it's the nail salon. Talking about Mama San. I have such an issue with that.
Why? You gotta go.
No, hey ma. That's not our mothers.
That's hey mama.
Nah. If I see my sisters working, no. And look, and I'm so glad to see black women have a nail salon. You know, when we just put so much money in other communities and building them up. It is so good to see a sister, you know, say, look, hey, I'm here for y'all. You know, you ain't got to go in that direction. Right. You know, so, yeah. So thank you. Thank you. All right. So we getting ready to get up out of here. Shout out to Miss Lady. You should have been here, young lady. You know, and matter of fact, one of her best girlfriends, she has a nail salon up. Well, they do a little bit of everything over there, over by the old CFE. CFE Forestville.
Where's the CFE? I know the CFE. So it's one or two. It's either Salon Couture or Creation.
Creation.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. I know of the owner. I don't know her, but I know of the owner.
I believe Salon Couture moved.
Oh.
I believe they did. I believe they did.
I mind my business. But I would say this. When they say, how you know everybody? Instagram, you know?
There it is. Yeah. So, but yeah, Cree, that's my girl. and her partner, they got the nail salon over there. But that's her homie.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's her homie. But but it's a good look. It's my fault. I should have been downstairs to say something to you. I shouldn't have waited to Women's History Month just to bring you up. But I'm glad I did crack that in.
Right?
That's no doubt. So we getting up out of here. Appreciate y'all for tuning in today to a very special episode of Women's History Month. Let me see. Tonight, make sure you tune in. Tonight, 8 o'clock, we have the cookout with my main man, Pastor Q, and his whole team. Hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to Win DC Radio, man, because Pastor Q be doing some really good numbers, and y'all really know, really be supporting that brother right there and his whole little movement he got going on. On the Go Radio side, make sure you tune in. We got the cookout. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not the cookout. Good gracious. We got the cookout right here on Win DC Radio. On the Go Radio side, we got Crankshop Radio. Crankshop Radio from 6 to 8 p.m. And their special guest they have over there is Miss Satoria. And if you know anything about her, you know, she's been around the Go Radio family for quite a few years. And we're going to find out what she got going on right now. And then on 8 o'clock, as usual, we have the long-standing show, Bounce Beat Radio. And they're going to be doing a wrap-up of the Bounce Beat Blend show that was this past Saturday. There was bananas. I believe 2,500 kids up in that joint getting it in. It was one hell of a party. Shout out to D&T Entertainment, Epic Concepts, Uptown Productions, and R&G Entertainment for putting on one hell of a party at Echo Stage. Y'all did the damn thing for real. So and check out our Instagram page. We got a wrap up on that page of that event. When you see the DTLR logo, that is the post for in regards to the wrap up from that event. But it was really, really, really nice. Tonight, what you doing tonight, London?
What's today?
Today is Thursday.
I don't know. I don't think.
All right. Well, I'm going to be going up to La Fonte Blue. La Fonte Blue. If you know anything about the Blue for a long run, they had the #1 party in DC. No matter what time of the week. Thursday nights was the night to be up La Fonte Blue. My main man Martin Cooper, he is back up there right now. It's every other Thursday right now. Tonight they got Vibe Band and the Series Project featuring Kim and Scooby. They're gonna be up there. Dinner, I believe, starts at 7 o'clock? It's 8 o'clock. I believe they start selling dinners up there. If you want to hit that party, that is a special invitation, or you have to have a membership. You have to have a membership. So let me give you the number for the membership. My main man Martin here. Where are we at? Here we go. The membership number is contact. You can text CHOICE, CHOICE, to 94253, or just give them a call, 240-801-6009. That's 240-801-6009. Or if you just want to text and you don't feel like talking to nobody, just text them at CHOICE, CHOICE, to 94253. And the doors open at 7. The food is served from 7:30 to 8:30. And it's going to be real nice, man. And come dressed to impress. I know you might be just getting off the job, man, but, you know, come on, man. Do a bird bath or something, you know, before you slide through there. Don't you hate, you know, running up, hey, how you doing? You in the spot, and they musty.
And that wolf just...
Yeah, you know, he like, hey!
I'm calling you the Shade King.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start calling you the Shade King. Lord,
I'm serious. I mean, look, I be in the spots a lot, and I can't stand, you know, somebody just coming off, whatever, they just might have left the job, and they ran up in there, and you know you're going to be out for the night. Come on, don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that to yourself. Yeah. You know, but people just don't be caring. They just don't be caring. So, yeah, you call me Shade King. That's something else. So we get up out of here. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Tuesday, who we got? We coming up here this Tuesday. I got the schedule starting to fill out, y'all. It's going to be Go-Go Mickey's birthday, so we definitely going to do something special for my main man Mickey. And don't forget, Monday, or tomorrow, actually, tomorrow you can tune in to my main man, DC's own DJ Frank White from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. as he gets it in like he always do on GoGo Radio Live. He gonna be putting that mix in, and we appreciate the 10,000 views that we got. The last two shows we've really been popping on Coffee and Crank. It's been real heavy, man. We really appreciate y'all. Hey, it's a lot of people talk about their number one or whatever the case may be. I can say this: if there's more people tuning into a Go-Go show than the Coffee and Crank show, please let me know. Show me the numbers. Show me the numbers. No ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
That's right. That's right. Hey, you know what? That used to be my post. That used to be my post. Oh, so if you caught her on Channel 9, we're talking about the young lady, Lady Dame. She will be here this Tuesday coming. She's going to be here at 12 o'clock noon right here on the GoWIN radio show. Lady Dame, she is vicious and a beautiful young lady too. I'm really looking forward to that. I've been trying to get her in here. And on Thursday, we got a young lady named Brooklyn Love. She'll be coming in. We've been playing her track on a regular right here on the GoWIN radio show. Y'all been showing it a lot of love. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you again to London Ward for coming through. Make sure y'all go check her out right downstairs in the lower level of the shops at Iverson. Show her love. Follow her on Instagram, SNOB Nails. All right. And since you get most of your game or your business, I said game. You get most of your business off Instagram?
Yes, majority of it does, yes.
Okay. So I let you know, man, the power of social media, man. You know, and you can follow us at GoGo Radio Live, WinDC Radio, all one word, on all social media platforms. Yeah, it's simple like that. All right? Thank y'all. Y'all have a great weekend. Oh, make sure to, how can I forget? Saturday night, it's two big parties. First and foremost, make sure you check out the Return of the Legends at the Paradigm. It's all the old school Rare Essence members, or the majority of them, old school Rare Essence members. And we talking about my main man, Funky Ned, Maniac. He's going to be on the one. Who else they got? They got Godfather on the keys. Who else they got in there? Mike Muse. Mike Muse is going to be doing his thing. So it's going to be real heavy, man. It's going to be real heavy. And, of course, they're going to be celebrating Go-Go Mickey's birthday at Nipsey's. You can check them out with Team Familiar, man. It's going to be a great weekend, another great weekend. And the weather's going to be great, too. So there'll be no excuse to go out, you know. So come on out. Hang out with a brother. You see me, man, speak. You know, that's how we do. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We getting up out of here. God bless.
To come up here, I brought a tambourine just for her, and I ain't seen her all night.
We are here,